Wouldn't it be handy if you could have a feed of all of the new products that have come into your Neto store in the last 30 days that shows an advertisement to your existing customers or people who are interested in your brand and automatically updates so that there's always fresh products going into that feed. And once 30 days has gone by or whatever time you determine, products get dropped out of the feed. That way people will know when you've got new products out and they're informed about it. That would be pretty handy, wouldn't it? It's actually easier than you might think, and that's what today's video is going to be all about. So let's get into it. Hello, you 620 odd wonderful subscribers to my YouTube channel, or if you're listening to this on the podcast, thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate it. In today's video, I'm just going to talk about how you can take a feed of your new products in your e-commerce store and get them into Facebook and have it so that they automatically get added into that feed. And then once they're a certain age, they get removed from the feed and then able to create dynamic ads that you can show to either your existing customers or whatever audience that you want to. I'm going to specifically show you how you do this with a Neto or a Maropost e-commerce store. You can certainly apply the same principle to any other e-commerce product like Shopify or WooCommerce or Magento or any of those. So I'm going to show you how you firstly create the feed, and then we'll show you how you set up the advertising campaign within the Facebook Ads Manager. So let's jump on the computer. Now, I first wanted just to show you some results from one of our clients for this kind of campaign. We started this at the end of April, so it hasn't quite been running for 30 days yet. It's generated 31 purchases. We've only got a really small budget because we're only showing to a specific audience of this client's wholesale customers. We didn't want to show it to anyone who wasn't already a customer, but obviously you can choose the audience that you want. So we've got a small budget there, so our frequency doesn't creep up too high. And you can see our cost of purchase is $17. Return on ad spend is almost 40, and generated $20,000 in sales and spent $500 odd. So it can be a very effective, very profitable kind of advertising campaign if you do it well. So now I'm going to walk you through how you set up the export from your Neto store first. This is something you could apply to other e-commerce platforms as well. And we'll show you how to set up the actual ad campaign and utilize that product feed. So I'm going to show you how to set up the export within Neto, and it's very similar to other inventory exports. I'm going to assume you've got some familiarity with how to create these. And if you've already got the Facebook catalog add-on already installed, it will have already created an export for you. You could just duplicate that export and then modify it to make this new one. So this is how we build it. If you want the specific codes in the file header and the file body, just drop a comment on the video, or you can contact me through my website at robbland.com. So we've got the file header, which contains the columns that will be in the CSV file. In the file body, this section here is how we actually grab the products that have just been introduced. What we're looking at is the date created attribute for the products. So that way, when this feed gets updated every day, it'll automatically get the products removed that are now more than 30 days ago that they were created. Anything that's been freshly added, it'll get added into this feed automatically. So that's really it. It's pretty straightforward, and you'd set that up to run nightly. Now I'm going to show you how you can then use that feed to create a product feed in your Facebook Business Manager, and then use it to then create a dynamic product ad. Firstly, you'll need to create the feed if you don't already have one. To do that, you need to go into your Facebook Ads Manager, then click the hamburger icon and go right down the bottom to the Commerce Manager. Now, if you have the Business Suite installed, this may not look like that. I'll have a link in the video description on how you can switch from the Business Suite back to the classic interface. And then what you'll need to do is add a catalog. So click on Add Catalog, and this will be an e-commerce one. We're going to upload the product info, and you've got to select the owner and the catalog name. So you might want to call this new products, and we can click create, and then we view the catalog. Now we've got a catalog, but we don't have any data sources in it. So we've got to manage the data sources. So we click on manage over here, and then we're going to do a data feed. We don't need a template. What we're going to do is upload a file, and we're going to use a URL. So this is where you grab the URL for the feed, and you can get that from the file location section in your Neto export, in that section there. You just paste that in. Obviously use your own one. You don't need to have a username and a password. And you go next. You can decide how often you want the data feed to update. If you're only updating the feed every 24 hours on your store, then you could change that to daily. I always allow a couple of hours just in case there is some of your other export tasks have been batched up in front of that. Then you go next, and you can give your data feed a name if you wanted to. The default currency, make sure that's set to what it should be, which in my case is Australian dollars. Go next. And then this will tell you whether you've got any issues with unrecognizable columns. You go upload. Depending on how many products you've got, this can take a little while, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Once that's done, you can inspect the report for any quality issues. If you go to items, it'll show you the items that you've got in your feed. So it pulls in all that data from the upload, and then you've also got the settings for your data source as well if you wanted to change that or adjust that. So that's how we set up the data feed with the new catalog. And under the sets over here, by default, there's a set called all products that just contains everything, but you can create an additional set that might be just a subset of those products if you wanted to as well. I'm not going to show you how to do that today. So now that we've seen how to create the feed and then create the catalog within Facebook, let's have a look at how you can use that in the dynamic product ad campaign. Okay, so I'm back in my demonstration ad account now, and I'm going to create a new dynamic product ad campaign. So in this case, we are going for catalog sales as the campaign objective. Select my catalog, which I've just created. I'm going to name the campaign and the ad set and the ad, and click continue. Now we need to set up the campaigns. There's nothing really that we need to do there. You may want to turn on campaign budget optimization, and we'll put a daily budget in there. Now let's go down to the audience level. I'm going to pick out all my warm audiences. So my Facebook ad engagers, my website visitors, and my previous purchases. Now, as far as creating these warm audiences go, I've got other videos that show you how to do that, and I'll leave a link to those in the video description. The placements, I'm going to leave that as automatic. There we go next. This is at the ad level. And as you can see, the creative is already completed, and we just need to put in some primary text, the headline and a description. So I'm just going to put that quickly in now. Product name is already inserted automatically into the headline, and that's dynamic according to the products. Put something to create a little bit of a sense of urgency. Don't miss out on these new arrivals, just in, all in stock. So if we go down the page, the website URL gets automatically done. The call to action is automatically shop now. And that's really it. So if we expand out this in the feed, we can see that it's a carousel of the different products in the feed. You can go ahead and publish that, and it's all ready to go. So you've now got a product feed that's been created in the back end of your e-commerce store that's automatically updated into Facebook. New products automatically get added to it. Expiring products or products that have been there for more than 30 days or whatever time period you want have automatically been removed from the feed. And then they in turn end up in the dynamic product ad. Facebook will show the different products to people depending on what their interests are. And all of the links for shop now within the ad itself go to that specific product on your website, so that it's very tailored for each individual. And that is it. So for any of you who jumped to the end of the video, what we've done is we've walked through how to create a custom export of your new products from your e-commerce system into Facebook, and then use that feed to then create a dynamic product ad campaign that will automatically show your chosen audience the new products that have been introduced into your catalog. And once the products have been in there for a predetermined period of time, say 30 days, they're automatically removed from that campaign and from those feeds. And it'll also only show items that are actually in stock as well. So hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, and you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and click the like button and click subscribe. I really appreciate that. If you've got any questions, drop a comment below. My agency help people set up, create, and optimize their Facebook and Instagram advertising campaigns. And in fact, we help people optimize their entire website, their conversion rates as well, because they all go hand in hand with each other. If you'd like to have a chat with somebody about how you could do better in your e-commerce or your service business this year, then there'll be a link in the video description where you can book in a time to have a chat with me. We can talk about what you want to do in your business, what you're currently doing, what's been working for you, what's not been working, and see if we might be a good fit. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.